Menahot Daf Samach Dalet Amud Aleph, the eighth wide line. Itmar. Shahat Shtei Hatot Shasibor. Let's say someone made a mistake and he slaughtered two community hataot for Shabbat. But technically you only need one, so he made a mistake. Hayav al Shniya, he's Hayav for being slaughtering an unnecessary animal. The second one, but Patur on the first one. But a few even technically, if you use the second one instead of the first one, so the first one had a movement end, or you messed up with the process. Even if he found the second one to be the first one to be lean and improper. The Gemara says 1 second. Rabbi really hold that. But Amar Rabba, someone has two hataot in front of him. One fat, one lean. Shemana used to slaughter the heavy one. Then he slaughtered the lean one. Chayav for the second one because you did the wrong one. You slaughtered the lean one and then the fat one. But we even tell him if he slaughtered the skinny one, come slaughter the fat one instead. So what do we see? You're allowed to slaughter the better animal even if you slaughter the bad animal. The Gemara says two answers. The first breath, however, about either delete that whole sentence. Oh, we have a different answer. Hahida bi ami amra. Or that opinion, it is there, but it's not Rabba, it's Rabbi Ami. Let's say you found the first animal after you slaughtered it had a internal defect. What's the lacha? You patur because you needed the second animal, but you didn't know about the first one. But then we go by intention and therefore it's chayav. He had an intention to do an isur. But we go after the matter of the fact of the deed, and he technically did the right thing. Rather, we say the we have seemingly the same machloket elsewhere. It right says Shema let's say someone knows that a kid is drowning in the ocean. And he throws out a net to get fish. And he got fish, chayav for fishing. He wanted to go get fish, and you got fish and the kid. Rabba says you're patur. ועד כאן רבא וכיוון דשמיא רבנן נמי בדתת לתינוק. Over there, the reason why you're patur over there is because he knew the kid was there. But lo shema lo, if he did not know about the kid, like our case, he did not know the animal had an internal defect, you would not be patur. Because number the version of Malay, he says to him, "I know Pluto Rabba. This is Machlok Rabba and Vata." That man says the Shema to the Tino Yam Hash Mizda Lagim Lagim. Hayav Lalot Lagim Tina Tino Rabba Hotel Rabba Hayav. Rabba Rabba says Patur. Zil Patal Asa. You go to the action, and he did the right thing. He saved the kid. Rabba Hayav Rabba says Hayav. Zil Patal Mashal. You go to the intention, which was only for fishing. There for Hayav. Maraba. Cholesh Amadu Ligrol Chaz. If he found out that a sick person needed to eat a dried fig on Shabbat, and you need to retrieve that fig in order to survive. But 10 people ran and brought 10 figs, one each, even if they had to do melacha. I feel not even all at the same time, but even one after the other. So you might think, oh, the guy already got it, doesn't make a difference. I feel even if the guy already recovered by the first one, the other 9 are not chayav. This isn't a concept. A person has to run to be halal Shabbat if he's coming to save somebody else. Like the Quran Yomah says, someone who's quick to be halal Shabbat to save a life, harez mishubach. That's a lot of members on here. Take note. Bayir Rabba says, the sick person was found out that they needed 2 dried figs. There's 2 dried figs attached to the tree by 2 stems. Or you have 3 figs attached to 1 stem. Which one do you bring? Do you do shtaim matina and hazulit? We say just 2 because it's 3 needs, and therefore you'd only take off 2 figs. Or dimash shlosh matina to come out to tzirav. We do the 3 pack because that's less cutting. Spita shlosh matina says we have to do 3 on the 1. The ad kan lo kamar Rishma hatam because when Rishma said in our Mishnah that you should use less barley for the omer and Shabbat, that is because that is reducing the amount of flour, also reduces the melacha. But if you reduce the amount of food, you're actually increasing the melacha. You have to cut off 2 pieces. And therefore we should bring 3. Next, Mishnah. Mitzvah ha'omer lahavi min ha'karov. The mitzvah of the omer to bring barley from the closest place in Yerushalayim. If the barley close to Yerushalayim is not available yet, it's not ripe yet, you can bring from anywhere else. Ma'a says the story, Sheba omer meganot Sirifin. They brought barley from the place of Ganot Sirifin, Ushti Alechem, and the wheat for the breads, Mibikat Ein Socher, from the valley of Ein Socher. These are far places and we'll have stores. Right now, why do they bring barley from near Yerushalayim? Because Mishum Karmel supposed to be plump and therefore you don't want to wait a long time. Because you don't pass over opportunity to do mitzvah. The closest you have, closest barley is the closest opportunity. take that first. معلش بقى عمر بيجرى تسيفين. What's going on over here? Turn around. Because مش هتسوب على خير بتاع حشمرقية زازا when the Hashmonaim kings started fighting against each other. Hyrcanus بيحوط في Aristobulus بين الاثنين. King Hyrcanus is outside and Aristobulus was inside. Huge slide. بياخدهم يوم هيوم مشاشين لهم دينارين من الكوبا. Look at this. Even though they're fighting and those inside would lower dinarim for the basket outside. Malina and Medina and the outside one would send an animal for a korban. Hayasham Zakina Hajiyama Kiba Hamadi Vanity was a certain old man inside who knew special Greek wisdom like language. La'az lahem b'chokhmah divanit, and he communicated to the people outside with this language. Marlan, he told them, "Called Mansha Sukim Avodah, as long as they're doing the avodah, and you'll not be able to take care of them. You'll not be able to get rid of them." The next day, they lowered a basket for gold, but with gold. Instead of putting a lamb, they put a pig. Once the pig reached halfway, it stuck its hooves into the wall out of fright. And the whole Eretz Israel shook. But when he said, curses the one who raises pigs, and curses the one who teaches the sons this Greek wisdom. And therefore then from there. That's when the Omer came from and the bread from the Enzocher. What's Kimatama Omer? Because when the time came to bring the Omer, they didn't know where they could bring it from. Because the land got destroyed in the war. They announced that whoever knows where the body should come. Atahu Taharsha is a guy who was mute that came forward. Otiv Hada Yada Igra, he put one hand on a roof. Hada Yada Sifra, and he put one hand on a hut, which is a serif. Amalu, he said Mordechai, which is some Rashi says is the Mordechai from Achashverosh, which is past Purim. He told them, Kimi Ikaduta, is there a place called Dishma Gagot Serifin or Serifin Gagot? He's using a play on the words of Gag and Serif to say that must be what the mute guy is saying. That's the name of the place. But Kufa Ashkechu, and that's where they found the barley. Keep out to need the wheat for the breads. Love they know we're bringing from Achriz, they announced. Ata who gave Rama Asha, that guy came back. Otiv he put one hand in his eye, Ain, Bahadi Yedin Asikran, and the second hand on the door socket. So here. Amar Mordechai said, Umeika Duchta Dishma, Ain Socher, or Socher En, is there a place that has the name Ain Socher, Socher En, plain in the words? Bad Kuva Ashkechu, and that's where they found it. Han Hush Shash Nashindu several 3 women. The Ash, 2 Shlosh Kinin, they brought 3 birds of Kurban. Hada Amra Zivati, one woman said, I'm bringing this pair of birds for my Ziva. Hada Amra Zivati, one said, I'm bringing it for my Yama. Hada Amra Onati, one saying, I'm bringing for my Ona. Savur Mina Zivati Ziva Mash. When when the rabbis there heard that she said, my Ziva must mean my actual flow, meaning that she had a Zav. Leamti Leamati Mash, when Yama means from actual, for my sea, meaning she had a Ziva that flowed like a sea. Leonati Leonata. When I said onati means her time means she brings a korban for the birds when she is after the zav. The kul hada hadad v'hada ulana. Technically, that all is the same korban. One bird for hadad, one bird for olah, because they're all zav. Amar Mordechai said no. Shema bezov sikina. Maybe when it says maziva means that she was in danger, and therefore this was a donation because she recovered. Shema Bayam Sikatan, when it said the Yama means she was dangerous at sea. Shema Bayana Sikatan, when it said Ona means that she was in danger with her eye. The Kulu Olot, that's all Korban Olah because these are a Korban as a thank you to Hashem. But Duk Ba'ashrach, and they said that was the right thing. I don't know if says Petachia Al Kinon, Petachia is the one in charge of the chest of the birds. Zeh Mordechai, this refers to Mordechai Tzadik. Lama Nekra Shel Moed Petachia, why does he call Petachia? Shepoteach Devarim V'Drashan, he opens matters and explains them well. V'Yodea B'Shim Lashon, he knows the 70 languages. The Gemara says, whoa, Kula B'Sanadin, Nami Yad L'Shim Lashon. One thing, every member of Sanadin knew 70 languages. Damar Rabbi Yochanan, Ein Moshim Sanadin, Ela Be'en Ela Chachma. A person can only be appointed to Sanadin only if he's wise. Ba'ale Mar'eh, good looking. Ba'ale Kuma, very high, very tall. I'm already disqualified. Ba'ale Zikna, he has to be old. Ba'ale Keshafim, he has to be knowledgeable of the witchcraft. V'yodim Shiva Lashon, he has to know 7 languages. Shlo Tei Sanadin to Me'at Because we don't want a Sanadin to hear people talking in the Betin through an interpreter. So why is he such a big knowledge? You know about 7 languages? He knew the 70 languages and he was able to mix it up. Meaning, the Hanu Dativ B'Mordechai Bilshan, that's why he mentioned Bilshan is able to mix it up. He knows how to combine the languages. Those words that we had before, we had it before with the places, Gagot Sifin and Ain Sochar. There's different languages. He's able to mix up the two different words. It's like when you have a kid who's born in a bilingual house, English and Hebrew, he uses sentences that are mixed together. Okay, كيف لا يمكن how would they bring the barley for the Omer? شلوخ بيتين يتم بألف يوم طب the Betin's messengers will go on Erev Yom Tov before Pesach. ועושים אותן כריכות במחובר לקרקע and tie bundles and barley into bundles while attached to the ground كده شيء هنا واحد لكسر be easier to cut. כל העיירות שמחות לשם מקצות שם and all on the first day of Pesach people would come to gather there كده شيء نكتار بعيسى قدوس it will be cut in great publicity. Kevin Shekha Umar then when it became dark, the cutter would ask them, Ba Shemesh is sunset? Amar Hen, he said yes. Ba Shemesh, he says again, would it sunset? Amar Hen, he said yes. Magazu Omer, Hen. He said, this would actually use this sickle, this tool? He said yes. And then again, Magazu Omer, Hen, he said yes again. Kupazu Hen, Omer Hen, he said this basket? Yes. Kupazu Omer Hen, he said this basket? He said yes. Shabbat, if it's on Shabbat, he would say, Omer Lehen Shabbat, Zu Omer Hen, should I cut it on Shabbat? Omer, and he said yes. Shabbat Zu Omer Hen, again, this Shabbat again. Aksur v'hem conversing with the they said, should I cut it? He said yes. Aksur v'hem remaining considered again, should I cut it? He said yes. Shush me I called over this question, even though mentioned twice, each thing was done 3 times. Ve'enam rein lo hen hen hen, and each time we say yes. Kol kach lama, why is this, or why are they asking the same questions again and again? Mepnei habai stonit, by tosim, because these people, certain type of people, they would say that you're not supposed to be doing it now, you're supposed to be doing it after Shabbat. You can't do it now, and therefore we are publicizing and keep on asking it to people to hear and know that we're doing the correct thing by doing on Shabbat to knock out what these Baitusim were saying.